Hey, welcome! Today, we're going to talk about something that drives so many of us crazy. It's this weird paradox where our biggest, most exciting goals, well, they often end up making us feel like we failed. It's a super frustrating cycle, but what if I told you there's a powerful and kind of simple way out? I mean, does this sound familiar? It's January 1st. You are so motivated. You are going to change everything. You've got the plan, you've got the energy, and then, boom. A few weeks go by, and you're kind of right back where you started. Just wondering, what happened? Trust me, you are not alone in this. And this is the cycle, isn't it? We get drawn to these huge, dramatic changes. We think, I'm going to hit the gym for 2 hours every single day, or I'm starting this crazy new diet. But the result is always the same, right? We get burned out, we get frustrated, and we quit. It's a trap, and we're the ones setting it. Which brings us to what you could call the excitement trap. This is really the core of why our best intentions just fizzle out. We have this idea baked into our brains that for a change to stick, it has to be this big, revolutionary, exciting event. But as we're about to find out, that is a huge misunderstanding of how real, lasting change actually works. So here's the kicker. The very thing we think is the key to success, that thrilling, all-in, go big or go home approach, is often the one thing guaranteeing that we stay stuck. Chasing exciting habits, it turns out, is pretty much a dead end. All right, so that brings up a pretty massive question, right? If the flashy, high-intensity approach is basically doomed to fail, then what's the alternative? What on earth are we supposed to do? What's the secret ingredient for progress that we've all been missing? The answer is boring. Yep, boring. It's the complete opposite of everything we're told to chase. It's not glamorous, it's not going to get a million likes on Instagram, but let me tell you, it is the most reliable, powerful engine for transformation you will ever find. And that brings us to the power of boring. Now, we're going to totally redefine what boring even means. This isn't about being dull or lacking passion. No. This is about a much smarter strategy. It's about discovering those super quiet, consistent actions that quietly change everything. So what even is a boring habit? Well, think of it like this. It's an action that is so small it feels almost unimpressive, insignificant even. But the magic keys are consistency and time. See, it's not about radically changing what you do in a single day. It's about slowly and quietly changing who you become over the long run. This quote just nails it. The focus isn't on some huge, impressive, one-time effort. It's all about the small, unimpressive action that you just repeat. The goal isn't a single shiny achievement. It's a deep, fundamental shift in your identity over time. But you might be wondering, how can something so small create such big results? Well, the magic is all in the compounding effect. This is the mechanism, the engine that turns those tiny, almost invisible daily actions into absolutely life-altering outcomes. You know, the best way to get this is to think of it just like compound interest for your money. One small deposit in your bank account today feels like nothing, right? But you do that over and over for 30 years, and those tiny deposits grow into a fortune. Well, your habits work the exact same way. Let's just break it down with a simple example. Let's say this small action is reading one page of a book a day. Just one. It feels kind of silly, it's unimpressive, but you apply daily consistency. You do it every single day. And then you just let time do its thing. Over months and years, that tiny little habit compounds into a massive result. You haven't just read a few books, you've become a well-read person. And this works for anything: fitness, learning a skill, relationships, you name it. And look, ultimately, this is not just about hitting goals. It's way bigger than that. This is about building your future self. Every single tiny action you take, no matter how small it seems, is another brick you're laying in the foundation of the person you are becoming. I really want you to let this one sink in. Every single time you choose to do that small, boring habit, flossing one tooth, writing one sentence, walking for 1 minute, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're reinforcing the identity you want to build. And those small votes, cast over and over, day after day, that's what ultimately wins the election. So I'll just leave you with this question. Forget the grand, exciting overhaul. Think smaller. think quieter. What is one tiny, unimpressive, almost laughably easy habit you can start today that the person you'll be in 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years will look back and thank you for? Because that's where the real transformation begins.